Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your intuitive reading. Hope you're doing well. Let's see what comes through for you, Scorpio. I haven't done the zodiac in a few weeks. I was doing elements, but I took some time as guided to study a little more in depth about archetypes and human behavior, and I think I got a lot out of it for myself, and I hope that wisdom and growth reflects on my readings. We'll see what comes through. This is a message for Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising. Please keep in mind these are general messages, so take what resonates for you. Leave the rest. However, if you are dealing with a stubborn ego or stubborn energy, I suggest just staying open-minded. It may resonate down the road. Okay, so Scorpio, what is the message for Scorpio? We have the next eclipse, May 5th, in your sign. So these eclipses are windows, doorways into new experiences, new opportunities, new consciousness, new awareness. In every moment, the universe is conspiring to bring me toward right-minded thinking and the energy of love. And I would say it's been basically all year, but this eclipse energy, because Pluto is so closely involved and the nodes of the moon, it is a big, powerful time for change. So whatever's coming up for you, whatever you're experiencing internally and externally, it is helping to adjust the way you see a situation. Are you seeing yourself in everyone and everything? Are you seeing what the universe is trying to show you? That, and this is all just about awareness. The more we know ourselves, the better. So let's dive a little deeper into that. And basically, it's bringing us to unity consciousness, the energy of love. Because, self-love, of course, but there's no way that we could wish harm, think harm, negativity on anyone or anything without it affecting us. This is how we are so closely connected. Okay. Scorpio. I just felt some tension, ease. There was an interesting little pull there. Trine. Supportive energy, angelic support, harmony, and perfect flow. So Scorpio, the energy, the universe is really assisting in bringing you into a flow state with life. You may find yourself suddenly not as rigid or in the box thinking or even planning out your days and things. You're more like, all right, going with the flow. Okay, stop here, pivot, turn here. Oh, and just really observing and taking it all in. I love that. Okay. So there might be a lot of changes going on for you right now, Scorpio, which is really a lot of growth, expansive growth in the way you are perceiving life, yourself, Loneliness, I know that I'm never alone. Once you start to see yourself in everyone and everything, that's a big realization. Like, wow, I've never been alone. Success, I know that there is no greater goal than to love. There may be some things that might be coming apart for you, or there may be a worry or a concern that you're not going to be successful in a certain area of your life. We're going to keep going here. I'm not even going to speak. Thank you. Growth. Yes. Bottom of the deck is friendship. So there could be a friend, someone in your life. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. A lot of times our greatest teachers are those closest to us, friends, family. And they have when we attract people into our lives, it's because we have similar energy, similar traits, similar even patterns. So we can really mirror each other and show each other things. If you're, conscious enough to pick up on that stuff and not take things so personally, because once you elevate and expand your consciousness, you realize that it's more of an impersonal journey at that point. What seems personal is actually a gift, just to show you that you're never alone. You know you're never alone. Success, I know that there is no greater goal than to love. Growth, I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. Okay. So you may have had a period of loneliness, and it could have been for the last couple of years. It was definitely an experience meant to teach you to really get into right relationship with yourself, knowing yourself, know thyself. Very important to know. One of the biggest fears that most people will not admit, they may not even be conscious of it, is we don't trust ourselves because we're afraid. We all possess a shadow, darkness, and certain aspects, certain people, certain events in life will really trigger our darkness to come up. And a lot of us are really well behaved, but like sometimes that darkness can take hold or shadow, and suddenly you've lost complete control of yourself, right? Have any of you ever had that experience in your life before? You know what I'm talking about. So really, we want to become friends with that shadow or darkness. It is an archetype. There is no need to fear. There's a lot of supportive energy right now. And I feel like, Scorpio, you are in that flow. You may not know exactly what's going on or what you're doing because you're still going through a very big growth spurt here. Firm foundation. Okay. Yeah, this is, all right, trapped in fear. So as you may have found yourself in a period of time where you were feeling very lonely, even if you weren't alone, you felt alone in a situation or in a friendship or in a whatever, that was definitely the time that you needed to build a solid, firm foundation. This is root chakra, which is linked to our basic needs and our survival here on this planet, right? A lot of fear, especially financial fears, gets stored in the lower back from the root chakra, as well as other things, insecurities, all the first three chakras. We have solar plexus at the bottom. So you may have had like ego battles with a friend. You both have possessed such strong power, but when combined, you may have also been competing, not even knowing it, energetically competing, because both very powerful people coming together, if they're not conscious of the power that they possess, You know, our egos really take over here. There's some fear going on that you're being guided through as far as it, success in relationships, successful friendships. There is no greater goal than to love. There's been some fear of being vulnerable with somebody that may not have felt like there was any emotional security in that relationship. Come to figure out, you know, as you're going through this, waiting for the other person to heal, or waiting for the other person to say, I'm sorry, or you were right, is just, you're learning a lot about this part of the journey. You're growing and learning that, it takes two. It takes two to tango, and that through this friendship, through this relationship with someone, this is definitely a cosmic mirror to show you yourself. And once we see ourselves, it makes it so much easier to forgive, and not making forgiveness, not to make it what anything that was said or done that was hurtful and painful. That's not saying that that's okay, but to release whatever story is going on, whatever baggage you carry with you when it comes to this. And also, this person really was meant to tear down your walls, Scorpio. Scorpio can be a bit guarded, not trusting other people. And if you have big emotions, which I'm reading into this as you have big emotions, Scorpio has big emotions. When you have big emotions, you want to know that you're expressing them to someone who can actually handle them, be there for you through them. And there's been some fear. I feel like you really kept yourself closed off because of, this is triggering something deeper. It's not just this friendship. This is something you've carried with you since childhood, Scorpio. Could be part of your archetype. Maybe you were not given any emotional support, or maybe many of us as children were taught, you know, like, stop crying instead of giving a hug, and you know, your emotions, they're not validated, and that causes a deep wound. Prince of Wands. So on your path alone, after you got past the loneliness and then realizing I'm never alone, building your firm foundation within yourself so you feel more confident and courageous within yourself. Prince of Wands is basically saying the same thing. I know myself. I trust myself, and I'm confident in myself. I'm more so now than ever before. Interesting. We have the blue jays that have just flown in to the bird feeders, and they chase all the other birds away. And this happens every year. It's very cyclic, seasonal. It's interesting how they just started arriving yesterday. 5 of Pentacles. So the name of the game is love. And sometimes when we can't get out of our own way, and we get trapped in our mind, trapped in our stories, this is fell under fear. 5 of Pentacles, which is really feeling left out in the cold. Nobody cares about me. Woe is me. It's kind of dark and foggy. Very lack mentality. It's a woe is me. It's also based on fear. Three of Swords. 6 of Cups. It's been a long journey here through this, Scorpio, because of the waiting game of going cycle over cycle over cycle over your pain, your heartbreak, the betrayal, the backstabbing, all of these things. And I feel like this person kept mirroring it to you in ways that It wasn't direct, but it was, it just didn't feel supportive either. It was opening up your scabs, your older wounds. I feel like maybe with the waiting game, you were just like letting time pass by. Eventually it'll get better. Eventually I'll feel better. Eventually I'll heal. 6 of Cups at the bottom. All knowing all well that you already have beautiful relationships in your life, and this one included. There is a lot of love there. There is a lot of fun, and what's a woodpecker? No? I don't know. Some big bird just flew up on my bird feeder. Sorry, it caught me off guard. And, you know, in the past, you've connected deeply with people in the past. And then you shut it off. Something happened. And then you would connect again and then shut it off because something would happen. That would trigger your pain, is what I'm saying. And it's like, suddenly, I don't trust you. I don't trust you to open up to you anymore. Why bother? Because you're just going to hurt me. I think you're starting to learn the deeper message in that and where that actually comes from. I'm getting, it's definitely a parent-child dynamic. Or family, your roots, your home, somewhere in that legacy. And this person feels like family. Maybe family from a past life. It's that kind of connection. Someone who can really get under the skin. But the thing is, you've formed your own confidence. Like, there's so much you've grown and evolved through. Magician. Okay. 10 of Wands in reverse. So this speaks of finally letting go. Dropping the burden. Dropping the story. Dropping the narrative. Creating something new. Something authentic, true. So out of love, thank you. Creating out of love this time instead of the pain. So you may have some downtime, a little time to meditate on this. Contemplate, rest as you drop your burdens. So once you drop all that weight, drop the story, it's just hard work, man. Like trying to carry this energy around, drop it, let it go, forgive. You'll find yourself moving back into fun, play, happiness, laughter. Okay. All right, we're going to get some advice for you, Scorpio. And if you're liking this video, please click that thumbs up, that like button for me, please. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Greatly appreciate all of you who do take the time to do that, as it does truly make a difference. So really thank you to all of you who do. Advice for Scorpio, please. A burst of magic. This also may be linked to being the black sheep of the family or scapegoat of sorts within the family. And everything, like, you know, if you're not going along with their story, they turn it around and blame you for things. And it's really had you feeling lonely most of your life because you can't even connect to your family members. And that starts that story of pain. And you may have connected with somebody else who had a similar pain story, trauma bond. So yeah. And now it's time to tell a new story. Now that you're recognizing where that pain comes from. A burst of magic. Sometimes you may find that something you'd been pondering or a dilemma you'd let go of revisits you without warning. It may hit you while you're thinking about nothing, or the trigger may be just the right words arising in a conversation, book, or blog. An epiphany strikes like a lightning bolt, waking you up to a truth that has previously eluded you. It's as if the whole world stops in that moment as you integrate the missing piece of the puzzle you were meant to solve all along. This is such a time for you now. Answers are coming directly from source and being downloaded into you with such force of conviction that you cannot be the same again. Be grateful for this beautiful burst of magic. It is not an everyday gift. Inherent in this is the knowledge that your spirit is always listening to you. Spirit is your loving partner, reminding you that you are not alone. Even when it appears that you are trapped, you always have a key to unlock the solution if you cultivate the willingness to be open to and in tune with Source. The answers you seek come when you stop looking for them. Be mindful today. When information pops out of the blue, pay attention. The action you need to take will become obvious as you integrate this magical wisdom. Regardless of the subject of your inquiry, you will be transformed. Only good will come out of this. Beautiful. Scorpio, a burst of magic. So this is an epiphany of sorts is coming through, or just a sudden, like, aha, a higher sense of everything. But it's really helping you unload a very heavy burden you've been carrying with you, most likely your whole life. So I hope that this was helpful for you, Scorpio. I'm sending you out so much love. Take care. Bye.